Good morning, students. It's me, Ms. Sania, and today we are back with a new lesson with the name of Ideological Basis of Pakistan, Part 3. So, let's get started. I am zooming the screen so that you can see very clearly that what exactly the text is written. Now, let's move towards another page. Now we are starting with the first SLO of part 3, that is SLO 1.1.4, which says that quote statements of Allama Iqbal and Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah defining the ideology of Pakistan with reference to Allama Iqbal's 1930 Allahabad address and Qaid-e-Azam's address to the Constituent Assembly on August 11, 1947. As I've already mentioned you before about it, that whenever you're about to attempt a question, kindly read the question thrice. Kindly convert the question in Urdu so that you can fit in the question into your mind. You can analyze that what exactly is asked into the question, and then you have to respond accordingly. I do tell you always the same strategy for your papers as well. So now first we will guess that what exactly, or we will identify that what exactly is asked in the question, and then we'll move forward. For the very first thing, they're telling us to quote statements of Allama Iqbal and Qaid-e-Azam in context of ideology of Pakistan. But in the question, it is also asked that when we are talking about Allama Iqbal, so we have to talk in reference of 1930 Allahabad address. And when we are talking about Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, then we have to talk in context of Constituent Assembly on August 11, 1947. So it means that there are two questions which are combined together and it's asked. So let's get started. Now, when we talk about the statement of Allama Iqbal, it is written that I would like to see the Punjab Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan amalgamated into a single state. Alright, I always say that try to break the meanings of difficult words so that you can identify the meanings by yourself. It will really help you a lot if you will try to break the meanings and try to figure it out. Now, when I talk about, I would like to see Sindh Punjab Northwest Frontier. I would like to see Punjab Northwest Frontier Province, Sindh and Balochistan amalgamated. The term amalgamated means to join together. So, in his content, he is saying that he would like to see all of the provinces to be together, to be joined together into a single state. Formation of a consolidated Northwest state appeared to be the final destiny of the Muslims, at least of Northwest India. Now, in his speech, Allama Iqbal is saying that he wants to unite all the four provinces, and the final destiny or the future which he is looking at in regard of Muslims is with the name of Northwest state. He wants to see the Northwest states appears to be the final destiny. Yani कि he wants that they should be together, they should be living somewhere else where they could practice their norms, where they could practice their teachings and everything. So here we are talking about separation. Here we are talking about to divide subcontinent into two parts. Here we are talking about that. As you can see on the left side, there is a map which is given over here. See, Allama Iqbal is talking about those areas which is situated over here. You can see that. You can even see the keys as well. The dark green key says that Muslim majority provinces. So you can see the Muslim majority provinces were in Balochistan, Punjab, and Sindh, right? And then in the lighter green or the parrot green color, you can see that Muslim majority states. But when we talk about Muslim majority states, then you can see that NWFP, and you can see this part as well. So these were Muslim majority areas. So according to the statement of Allama Iqbal, he wanted all of these areas to be together so that they can perform their rituals, and also they can act as a one state, or they can act as a single state where they could practice everything, right? But now here when we talk about all these areas, you can see the key as well. The dark red key says Hindu majority provinces. So you can see that all the dark red areas were Hindu majority provinces, and the other one was Hindu majority states. All right, as we already know about this, that when we were living in subcontinent, that people of people belonging from Islamic religion, they were facing, majority of them were facing multiple problems in relation to whatever their practices were. This is the main reason that Allama Iqbal demanded for a separate nation, which he have already stated into multiple speeches. And this abstract is taken from his speech of Allahabad Address 1930. All right. Now let's move forward. Now, when we talk about the statement of Qaeda Azam, so you can see here, I have given a link over here. You have to watch the video. Do watch the video and then come back. When you will come back, then you can finally see that what exactly the abstractions are. See, whatever link is given into all of those previous PPTs as well, which I have given you. The major reason why I have given you the link is because we are already explaining you things in detail. But still, if there is any sort of point which is lacking, or if there is any sort of point which is not understood by you, so these links will help you more to understand the content. Okay, now let's start with Qaeda Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah's statement. Qaeda Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, Pakistan had come into being day the first non-Muslim was converted into a Muslim in India. Now, Qaeda Azam, as we already know about this thing, that Qaeda Azam, he was a philosophical person, he was a philosopher. Same goes in context of Allama Iqbal as well. Whatever statements Allama Iqbal has given in the past and what statements Qaeda Azam has given in the past, so they were actually those statements which were carrying a meaning inside them. According to the statement delivered by Qaeda Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he says that we actually demanded, or we can say that we demanded for Pakistan, or we demanded for a separate nation. Here, the term Pakistan is used, but obviously, when we were struggling, the term Pakistan wasn't decided. When we were finally at that stage that we wanted a separate nation, and finally we have achieved it, then the term Pakistan was decided. So before that, I would just quote this statement in this regard, that according to Qaeda Azam, he said that when the first non-Muslim was converted into Muslim in India, then finally this concept has risen, or this concept was bubbling, or this concept was into everyone's mind, into the subcontinent who were living over there. Okay, that we needed a separate nation to practice our rituals. Now let's move forward. All right. So here, these are a few tasks which are allotted to you. Now let me mention you that what exactly the tasks are. For the first thing, that you have to attempt the MCQs on the following addresses. First of all, the MCQs are given on Testmos. You can see the link over here. You have to copy paste the link. You have to open the link in another Chrome tab, and then you can solve the MCQs. Once again, I repeat, do solve each and every MCQ and then submit the answer. Don't do like that you are solving 2 to 3 MCQs and then you're submitting. You have to answer each and everything which is asked over there, and then you will submit. Otherwise, if you will submit an incomplete work, so definitely you lose your marks. Now let's come towards the second part. State the following answers in the notebook. Number 1, summarize the speech of Allama Iqbal on the occasion of Allahabad Address 1930 in your own words. I have already explained to you about that speech into the previous slide, which you have to convert into your own words, and you have to write a summary of it, that what exactly the content was given at the back. Number 2 is summarize the speech of Jinnah on the occasion of Pakistan Resolution 1940 in your own words. The statement which was given by Jinnah in 1940, you have to summarize that statement and you have to write it down in your fair copy in your notebook. Now keep one thing in mind. See, you have to search both of these things, and then you have to write down your own constructive answer. Once again, I do repeat my statement. See, each and everything which we are discussing in these PPTs, each and every question plays a very, very important role. Few students will be having this question into their mind, that Miss, is it essential to answer these questions, or are these questions included in the past papers, or are these questions are the hope which can come into your AKUEB papers? So yes, definitely they can come. You can actually see your past papers. Majority of the MCQs are asked from the speeches of Allama Iqbal and Qaeda Azam, and there are multiple choice questions as well, which are present over there into your past papers. So all of these questions are important. All right. And another activity which you have to do is you have to search one script of the speech of Jinnah and Allama Iqbal on different occasions, which describe the ideology of Pakistan, and write the summary in your own words in notebook. You have to do this activity as well, that you can just you can google and you can take out any of the speech given by them, given by both of them. Just take that speech, you have to write down that speech into your notebook, and under that speech you have to write down the summary into your own words, that what exactly you have understood by the speech which is delivered by them. There is one more thing I always say, that kindly whenever I'm starting with a lesson, do keep your fair copy with you. If you feel like that there is any point which you can add into your notes, so kindly just write down all of these pointers into your notebook, so that whenever you will be attempting the paper, or whenever you'll be practicing for the paper, you can just go through all of these points, and automatically the lesson or the lecture which I have delivered you will appear in front of you. And there is one more thing which I want to mention, that kindly the MCQ link which is given over here, first of all, you have to solve the MCQs on test modes. And the second important thing is you have to rewrite the MCQs into your copies as well, into your school copies as well. The major reason is if you will write down these MCQs in your copy, then when you'll be practicing for your board examination, then it will be much more easier for you to practice. So I hope that I have cleared the concepts in this regard. Thank you so much for listening to us. We will return back with a brand new lesson for you. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. And yes, one more thing, if you're having any sort of questions, so you can ask me on KP, where I'll post the instructions for you, that how you have to attempt these questions and everything. And there is one more thing which you have to keep in mind, that kindly whatever work which you're doing into your notebook, you have to take a picture of that thing and you have to post it on KP, because whatever you're posting on KP and whatever questions you're asking, that thing is adding into your digital report card. I hope that each and every concept which I have tried to explain you is much more clearer to you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.